Impact of bankruptcy on your credit score.
That's certainly a good question, and I hear a lot of questions from my clients about that. So bankruptcy and your credit score are not really connected. Your credit score is really kind of a side effect to your bankruptcy, but it does obviously affect your life. So typically, bankruptcy stays on your credit for 10 years. And a different law controls your credit score, and it's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And basically, it's talking about correct information on your credit report being there. So bankruptcy can be on there for 10 years, but that doesn't mean your credit is ruined for 10 years. For most people who file for bankruptcy, your credit score is going to be, after it's done, in the mid 600s, which is actually not a very bad score. Most of my clients who come to see me, their score is already ruined and it's in the 500s because they're getting sued, garnished, and collected, and their car is getting repossessed and they're getting harassment. So by the time you usually hear, you already feeling the brunt of the collection hammer, and it's hurting your credit already. So for a lot of people who are coming here in the mid 500s or lower, the bankruptcy actually picks up your credit score. And the crazy reason for that is because you can't do bankruptcy for another 8 years, at least not a Chapter 7. And so for a lot of lenders, they love the fact that you can't do another bankruptcy. They want to lend you more money, and they raise your credit scores because you don't have any other debts and you can't do it again. So although credit is really important for a lot of people, bankruptcy for a lot of folks is a great way to get a fresh start and actually improve their credit. Now, you do need to be responsible. So when you do get out of bankruptcy, it's important that you open a couple of small credit cards and pay them back on time. Very important. And you don't go over about a third of your available credit line. If you go over a third, even if you're paying back on time, you actually make it look like you're drowning in debt again, and they don't really trust you yet. So your credit might not recover as fast. So stay under a third of your available credit line and pay on time, and your credit score will recover very, very quickly.